Hi students, welcome to Lucid Study. Today I am going to explain how to score better marks in chemistry, JEE Mains chemistry. And generally, the most of the students will prepare well and they learn each and every lesson and each and every concept thoroughly. And they work for 2 years continuously. And the end of the second year, the few students getting success and the few students are able to get success. And here, even though they are working sincerely and seriously for 2 years, they are not able to perform well in mains examination. And reason for this one is the proper planning while writing examination. And the last minute preparation is very, very important one. Here, so you have studied in 2 years, that must be recollected and reproduced in span of 1 hour time. Because chemistry paper, only 1 hour, maximum 1 hour time will be there for you. So 2 years content must be reproduced and must be recollected in 1 hour. It's quite difficult, but it is not that much difficult, and if you have proper planning, we can do it very easily. Mainly, within 1 week, when the entrance is there, then how to prepare in the last week, and if 1 month is there, how to prepare, and that is very, very important. The planning and execution is very important one. And mainly, what you have to do, first one, chapter wise you have to prepare. First one, atomic structure is there. And what are the important chapters in atomic structures? What are the important topics, subtopics in atomic structure? Mainly, when you see many previous papers, the many questions will be given based on the Bohr's atomic model and hydrogen spectrum and de Broglie's theory, quantum numbers and orbitals, nodes and nodal planes, and finally electronic configuration. There we have to focus much. Then next one, when you go to periodic table, the trends are very important one. Periodic properties are very important one. Particularly ionization potential, first ionization potential, second ionization potential, those things are very important one. And next one, lanthanide contraction, the nature of oxides, diagonal relationship, those related questions are very important one. So in the last minute or in last 1 week, so you should have idea about those topics where you should focus on them. Next one, the very important topic is chemical bonding. The chemical bonding first priority should be given. Mainly the chemical bonding hybridization, very important one. And next one, dipole momentum. Dipole momentum is a very important property which is useful in inorganic compounds as well as organic compounds, and hydrogen bonding, and finally molecular orbital theory. The molecular orbital theory of various molecules, bond order, paramagnetic, diamagnetic nature. And the next one is whether a molecule exists or a molecule does not exist based on bond order. Next one is the configuration when sp mixing is there and s orbital and p orbital does not mix. In the different cases, we have to remember the configuration of molecular orbital theory, and that is very, very important one in chemical bonding. So in the last minute or in the last 1 week, you must focus on chemical bonding 100%. And the next one, when you go to states of matter, mainly we should focus on types of molecular forces. Next one, Graham's law. Then after that, we should go to real gases. Ideal gas equation, important only. At the same time, the real gas equations, van der Waals constant and the compressibility factor, positive deviation, negative deviation, and those points are very, very important one in the mains point of view as well as advanced point of view. And the next one, then we have to go to thermodynamics. Mainly in the thermodynamics, thermochemistry should be given highest priority, the problems based on Hess law, then first law of thermodynamics, and the second one is we have to focus much on the Gibbs free energy problems. That is very, very important one in thermodynamics. Okay. Now, when you go to chemical equilibrium, mainly the problems based on degree of dissociation and Le Chatelier's principle and applications of Le Chatelier's principle questions are very, very important one. And you should have practice, you should practice the chemical equilibrium problems, simple problems, then you can score easily in the mains paper. And ionic equilibrium, one more important topic. In the ionic equilibrium, you must focus on solubility product, buffer solutions, salt hydrolysis, and the basic pH problems. That is a priority order. You must focus on those things easily. And in the theoretical question, if you see Bronsted-Lowry theory and the conjugate acids and conjugate bases, that we have to clear the learn. And after that, the next one is the inorganic part. When you go to inorganic part, hydrogenous compounds, the hydrogen preparation important one, and hard water problems based on hard water, that anyhow we discuss in stoichiometry, and hydrogen peroxide, preparation properties of hydrogen peroxide and the strength of hydrogen peroxide. That's very, very important topic. You must focus on them. And the hydrogen compounds, if you see, the hydrides are very, very important one. So ionic hydrides, covalent hydrides, metallic hydrides, interstitial hydrides, and there we have to focus much on them. And the next one, the first and second year group elements, mainly the trends in the properties we have to discuss. We have to recollect orders, thermal stabilities, the solubilities, and those things are very, very important one. And particularly sodium hydroxide preparation properties, sodium carbonate, plaster of Paris, gypsum, and diagonal relationship of lithium, beryllium. And the next one is anomalous properties of lithium and beryllium, very important one. And the biological importance of lithium, sodium, potassium, and the next one is calcium and magnesium. The biological importance of the various metal ions, very, very important one, the entrance point of view, because particularly in the mains point of view, you have to focus on them. And when you go to third and fourth groups in the P block elements, the third group, the boron compounds, very, very important one. Borax, diborane, boric acid. The 99% questions will be given based on those boron compounds. And the next one, the physical properties of the boron and third group elements, also important one. When you go to 14th group elements, the allotropes of carbon, very, very important one. And the silicones and the basic silicates, important one. You have to focus on allotropes, silicones and silicates compounds, okay. And the next one in organic chemistry, particularly in the practical organic chemistry, the qualitative analysis and quantitative analysis, we have to focus from that one. Generally, one question will be given from that part. Next one, in nomenclature and isomerism, the basic nomenclature, particularly we should focus on the position of the locants or position of the substituents. The very complicated molecule will not be given, the simple tricky molecule will be given. So therefore, you should have sound knowledge about IUPAC nomenclature, there you can answer easily. And particularly in isomerism, the geometrical isomerism and optical isomerism. In the mains, the questions will be given mainly based on the geometrical isomerism and optical isomerism. And the next one, when you go to GOC, inductive effect, mesomeric effect, hyperconjugation, resonance, that is a very important area. GOC is very important area to study, clear the organic chemistry. But in mains point of view, basic questions will be given. Stability of carbocations, stability of carbanions, stability of free radicals. And next one, the low standard questions based on the acidic nature and the basic nature of the compounds, various compounds, and that area is very important one. And next one, alkenes, alkanes, alkynes, that is benzene. Then if you take hydrocarbons, the alkanes, particularly few reactions we have to focus. Woods reaction, Kolb's electrolysis reaction, decarboxylation reaction, and aromatization, isomerization reactions. Those 5 reactions we have to focus. In alkenes, dehydrohalogenation, dehydration, and elimination reactions, those important one. And next one, addition reactions, particularly addition of water, addition of HX, addition of halogens, and KMNO4, Bayer's reagent. Those reactions very important. We have to much focus on them. And when you go to alkynes, in alkynes, acidic nature of alkynes, reaction with Tollens reagent, ammonical cuprous chloride, and reduction with sodium liquid ammonia and palladium barium sulfate quinoline. Those reduction reactions very important one. And next one, hydrolysis of alkynes also important. We have to focus in that area. And next one, ozonolysis of alkenes, alkynes, and even benzene also. Ozonolysis of alkenes, alkynes, and benzene. So we have to discuss. That's a common ozonolysis reaction, very important reaction. In the benzene, The electrophilic substitution reactions of benzene, that is very, very important one. And all chlorination, nitration, sulfonation, and Philcroft's alkylation and acylation on monosubstituted benzene and disubstituted benzene. The orientation of the position of the electrophiles, we have to focus on them. And the next one is the aromatic nature. Okay, which of the following is aromatic and how many of the following compounds are aromatic, like that we have to focus there. And next one, when you go to second year topics, then when you go to solid state, the simple question will be given based on the solid state. The density of this one, empirical formula of a given crystal, and next one we have to much focus on the crystal defects. Just we have to go through the important formulae which are there in solid state, and which type of crystal system is there, and what is the coordination number, and which type of arrangement is present, and those key points we have to go through and we can answer easily. And next one, then you go to solutions and colligative properties. The colligative property is one of the important topics in the mains point of view. And mainly the colligative, all the four colligative properties important one, problems based on colligative properties including Van 't Hoff factor. Mainly the problems will be given based on the Van 't Hoff factor also. And the next one, the ideal non-ideal solutions theoretical question. When the liquid in liquid solutions are there, what is ideal solution, what is non-ideal solution, the positive deviation, negative deviation, and which of the following solution shows positive deviation and negative deviation. Such type of questions are very, very important one in solutions and colligative properties.